but also refused to plead guilty on the deepfake charges, but also said that he did, in fact, distribute them, and he is being charged for distributing them. So,
who is your fucking lawyer that advised that? You're pleading not guilty, but you're admitting you did what was said. Disrespectful IRL streamer just made his sentence in Korea worse. Video by Atozy.
The world's smartest IRL streamer is back online posting more evidence against himself while he's still currently fighting for his freedom in his Korean criminal trial. What is he thinking? Actually, at this point, it's probably safe to assume that he's not thinking.
I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. My ringtone. I don't know what's happening.
After 3 months of silence on YouTube, Johnny Somali is suddenly posting every single day again. 7 videos a week with titles like "First time in Korea and chaos begins." Why he would post that, I don't know. First time seeing a black woman, and a video that's definitely foreshadowing titled "I got approached by a Korean intelligence agent." So, and I mean, at the rate he's posting right now, there's no doubt there'll be way more stuff up in time for his next court date. And that also gives the prosecution plenty of time to go through all this and just keep adding charges. Because as of now, they've been adding new charges before every single court date. And he just gave them way more ammo for it. And obviously, since it's Johnny, we know the content is not just filler content of him eating. No, this is just him filming himself committing crimes. He is literally snitching on himself. So not only did this guy live stream all of this months ago and get in trouble for it, but now he's redistributing it just a little bit over a month before his next trial date. Dude, what are you doing? Essentially, the dude is just uploading his own court.
Who is his lawyer? He gotta have a fucking public defender that's working against him at this point. Bro, you're in Korea. Why you think shit is sweet over there is beyond me. But bro, they gonna fry your ass. Just because you're maybe Somalian. One of the comments in my latest video about Johnny Somali said he's not even fucking Somalian. He's just putting that for his name. Bro, you making your life extremely worse. You think you just gonna get off with probation and shit. No. You got, bro.
His highlight reel. But again, Johnny is banned from streaming, so there aren't any new streams. He's re-uploading things that he's already done, stuff that's actively getting brought up in court, like this.
Ringtone. Get out. Get out. Oh. Get out. Let me tap my dick, buddy. Oh. Let me tap my dick. Don't you think he's walking up to you? Like, you know this walking up to you. Just leave, bro, before this. God damn, we got president. It's okay, bye-bye. You can't fight that.
And I don't know who Johnny Somali friend right here is, bro. You a loser in itself. You hanging around this motherfucker, and you forever tarnishing your image because who the fuck is gonna want to hang around you? It's not clocking to you that you're just ruining your digital footprint for the rest of your life. Like, these Koreans, probably nice people, probably never had a problem, probably that whole fucking month. And then here this cocky American goes and just causing trouble, forever just tarnishing our image. So the next time they see a brown-skinned person, they gonna think, oh,
he probably just like this motherfucker.
We just got kicked off the bus, bro.
And after checking, his channel is monetized, so he's essentially trading a harsher sentence for a couple of dollars of YouTube ad revenue, because all he's doing here is feeding prosecutors fresh material to just throw onto the pile that's already massive of charges. Then on top of that, it could easily be argued in court that he doesn't feel sorry for his actions, since he's literally sitting here reposting all of his worst decisions in a highlight reel. And the trial's been going on for the better part of the year, with updates coming out almost monthly. So a refresher, Johnny Somali is a disrespectful IRL streamer who made a career out of harassing strangers. In Japan, it got him chased down by locals and forced out of the country. In South Korea, it escalated to 8 criminal charges. 4 of those are business obstruction charges, 2 misdemeanors, and the 2 big ones are deepfake distribution charges. In my last video on him, I showed how his most recent trial date went, and he admitted guilt to 6 charges, including 4 obstruction counts, but also refused to plead guilty on the deepfake charges, but also said that he did, in fact, distribute them, and he is being charged for distributing them. So,
who is your fucking lawyer
that advised that? You're pleading not guilty, but you're admitting you did what was said. So that by pleading not guilty, you're getting yourself the max punishment. If you pled guilty, it was something that could be worked out, but you're pleading not guilty while admitting you did said thing. That means you're getting the max punishment for said crime.
Who the fuck is your lawyer?
I could be your lawyer at this point, but I'll probably advise against you too.
I don't know how that makes sense.
I would get you 25 to life if I'm your lawyer. You don't want me as your fucking lawyer.
But because of this, instead of wrapping this up with a lighter sentence, he's now dragging the process out, forcing witnesses to actually testify against him, and making the judge even less sympathetic. Not like the judge would be too sympathetic after he literally said this to the judge and the judge's family anyway.
Judge, the prosecutor up and suck my causing anxiety by carrying the fish.
Telling the judge and prosecutor to suck your dick in Korea. Ooh, boy. Life in prison.
Judge, you can suck my... I'll bring the fish to your mother's house.
But I digress.
That's crazy.
And at this point, experts I spoke to in Seoul were saying that they're expecting him to get anywhere from like 3 to 8 years. So with the way charges keep stacking, he can easily get the maximum of that.
Yeah.
And his next court date is set for October 29th, which makes this YouTube spree so incredibly dumb, it's almost poetic. He's weeks away from trial, and instead of shutting up, he's uploading daily harassment tapes, the exact type of behavior that got him arrested in the first place.
That's
and
crazy.
Why he's doing this? The only conclusion I have is for a little bit of YouTube ad revenue, which again doesn't make sense because all this is going to lead to is more time behind bars and higher fines. And then on top of that, he's literally uploading content with friends that I'm almost positive he doesn't even have anymore.
This is all these niggas want, bro. They just want us to fucking embarrass us. Like, bro, stop being a fucking piece of shit. God damn. Oh my god, that was crazy. That was crazy. You like, bro, he showed me. Chat, he showed me. He's like, get the f off the bus and push me off.
It's kind of sad, but I'm not even sure Johnny has any friends at this point. He's just using Hank. And there was also a pretty big Discord leak near the beginning of the summer from someone in his friend group that released Discord messages and chat logs. Even the people closest to him started leaking because they quickly realized sticking by him was not loyalty, it was just setting their own money on fire.
Exactly.
That was around the time that Hank made comments about that he was cutting off Johnny, which, considering that Hank did show up to Johnny's last court appearance, I'm unsure how true that actually is. And the Discord leads show that the people he once thought was loyal to him are now exposing him. So the YouTube videos...
Who would be loyal to you? Like, that would be singly the worst decision of their life for anybody to be loyal to you. Like, that would be like me if I was a mass killer, a serial killer, and I would expect my friends to still be loyal to me when I'm doing such evil things around the world. Not saying it's the same thing, but to put it in context, if you're doing such bad things and discomforting other people, why would anybody be loyal to you?
Basically confirmed that he's definitely low on cash and he's definitely low on allies. So what could his next steps be? Well, there was that plan to escape into international waters, which is a fascinating plan to put it lightly. He talked about renting a boat or an inflatable raft and streaming himself sailing into international waters. The idea being that once he...
Bro, think this is a spy movie? Bro, nigga, a shark will eat your shit. A whale, I hope a whale, when you try to do that shit, I hope a whale just engulf the whole boat with you in it at this point.
hits open international waters, he's then untouchable. And let's be honest, that sounds way less of a plan and more like a setup for a Darwin Award. Because there's no way this dude makes it past the Korean coastline without being picked up again. And even if he did, where is he going? Like from Busan, where he was planning on sailing out from, you have Japan, which he's banned from, and North Korea. I don't think it's really advised to go there. So it's safe to say both of those are terrible ideas for very different reasons. But some people are joking, saying he would be a celebrity in North Korea due to all of his South Korea hate. But also, let's be real here, that's not really happening. And the internet is just so limited in North Korea.
Johnny Somali go to North Korea, Kim Jong-un gonna have this nigga hanging by the ball sack. He gonna have this nigga skinned alive.
I doubt any of those people even know him. Because let's be real, the few people with internet there are probably busy scamming or hacking people abroad. But obviously, right before his August court date, he posted this photo on his story with the North Korean national anthem playing over it. Again, what level of stupidity are we at? And this is not just stupid because it makes him look disrespectful, but also because it's extremely illegal to be doing this in South Korea.
Freedom of speech does not protect you praising North Korean regime or Kim Jong-un, the North Korean leader. North Korea, Kim Jong-un, yeah, you will go to prison for that. Yeah, that's a very strict law in Korea, and we still have that law, active law.
This is all against South Korea's national security law, a decade-old law that makes praising North Korea or its leaders a criminal offense. So maybe Johnny's endgame is actually to get to North Korea, which obviously is crazy. But I mean, hey, at least that would give us some sort of explanation to why he's breaking national security law over and over and over again when he clearly knows how serious it is. At this point, trying to understand Johnny is like trying to solve some sort of like Rubik's Cube with a bunch of missing pieces. And the missing pieces are, I guess, Johnny's logic, because I don't think there is any at this point. The point is, even his escape plan just proves how unhinged his thinking is. Instead of facing the case and just being as respectful as possible, he just keeps on egging on the judge, the prosecution, and making a whole charade out of it. Even though he was quiet for 3 months, suddenly, when there's only a few weeks until his next trial, he stops being quiet and starts re-uploading all the stuff that he's in trial for to begin with. Dude, do you want to be free or not? I've broken this down in the past before, but it's only become more relevant the longer that Johnny stays in Korea. The system is basically designed to run him dry before he even gets a sentence, because South Korea tries to avoid using taxpayer dollars to maintain nonviolent offenders before they actually get sentenced. So essentially, the longer the trial goes on, the longer Johnny has to fend for himself financially, or actually the longer Hank and Hank's family has to pay for him, because despite what Hank is saying, Hank is still supporting him. Because in the court, he reaffirmed that he was still living at Hank's place, and Seoul was clearly watching, because I keep getting DMs of random footage of him walking around the neighborhood Hank lives in. I don't know if I should be alarmed or not that people are just randomly sending me footage of Johnny walking around in Seoul, but
I mean, that's the hate you garnered. Of course, now at this point, anybody in South Korea, you don't look like them people in no way, shape, or form. So if they notice you, they're gonna record you, because all the hate you spew, you're not liked. So all your privacy, that shit goes away.
Yeah, he's definitely still in Hank's area. And we do know that someone in his circle is leaking his messages. So he can't trust his friends. He can't trust his typical source of money. And I guess the only thing he could do was posting videos to his YouTube channel of him harassing the public, which is incredibly stupid, obviously, but also possibly his only choice. Maybe Hank has cut him off, actually. And there's definitely no way he can work a job over there. But also, unfortunately, that's the thing with Johnny, because he never learns. He built his entire career off of confrontation and just continuing to double down when police told him to stop. At this point, his own lawyer can't do too much for him because he burned his family, burned his allies, and now he's about to burn himself right into the prison sentence that could be pretty much a decade. So I guess for now, he's just back on YouTube snitching on himself. His trial is set for October 29th. His Discord leaks show that he can't trust his friends, and his literal life raft plans might give him either more charges once he's caught or a one-way ticket to the bottom of the ocean. At this point, the only real question is, where does all of this go from now? Who knows? I guess we'll just wait and see.
Honestly, he deserved the max sentence. I ain't gonna lie. He doesn't give a fuck about anybody but himself, and even if you put consequences in front of him, if there's $1 on the other side, he's gonna go chase that dollar. There's nothing he won't do for some bread. I fully believe if you put a dick in front of him and someone donates $100, he'll suck it.
What did you say, nigga?
Pause. But, well, no pause. Pause. Like, that's how money hungry this dude is. He doesn't give a fuck about no consequences. He just wants the bread and a little bit of clout that comes with it. Even not knowing that in a year's time, if you go to prison, nobody's gonna give a fuck about you. All them supporters, thousands of supporters are gone. But let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know in the comments down below if y'all agree that Johnny Somali should at least serve 10 years in jail. I'll catch y'all later though. Peace.